right, the great one, Mark Levin, coming up in a few moments. But first, we made you a promise, and that is we will not stop our quest in terms of finding equal justice in this country. New developments tonight, new documents released by the DOJ show that multiple members of Mueller's team, including the pit bull of Robert Mueller, that would be Andrew Weissmann, actually wiped their department phones clean, like Hillary, before turning them over to the inspector general. Get this, many of them, they all use the exact same suspicious excuse, entering the wrong passwords too many times. Had to clean it then. For example, Weissmann used the password excuse for one device, then claimed, oh, I accidentally, you mean like with a cloth? I wiped another one clean. According to the documents, well over a dozen devices were wiped clean. So you ask yourself, what was the Mueller team hiding? What are the odds that they would all forget their passcodes and all make the same stupid mistake? Do you believe them? I don't. And of course, rather than focus on those possible criminal violations, you got the compromised, corrupt, congenital liar, Adam Schiff, rolling out yet another Russia hoax months before the election. Boo, 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 boo. He's lost it because he's now trotting out another whistleblower who's claiming the suppression of key intelligence about Russian interference. We know they had none. We know the subsource of Steele said there's none. We know that Comey was warned before he signed the first of 3 warrants. There's no there. Don't trust the dossier. Hillary paid for it, and Steele has an agenda. Well, like all the other Schiff shows, this one is light on facts, heavy on hysteria, and rage against Trump. The attorney general saying there could be more charges, though, in the Durham investigation. When? Please. And frankly, it's time for accountability. It's now. The facts make that clear. The evidence is overwhelming, incontrovertible. Here's the president earlier today.
Durham, who is a very, very respected man, and we're going to see what it is. I can't tell you that. I can tell you this. I can tell you this. They lied. They cheated. They leaked. They got caught. They spied on my campaign. Never in history has there been anything like this. And I guarantee if the roles were reversed and I was on the Democrat side, people would have been in jail at the very highest level.
Here with reaction to all this, Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, I'm going to be blunt. I don't believe a word. This is not an accident. I do not believe them.
Right.
The same people that were out charging people for what they themselves may have done here.
Well, if you can't manage your own phone, why should we trust you to investigate a crime? So I guess they just ran out of hammers and bleaching material. So the question is, did they obstruct justice? Did they intentionally delete information from their phone because Horowitz was on the case? That's the question for Durham. My job as chairman of the Judiciary Committee is to find out how the Department of Justice and the FBI got Crossfire Hurricane so wrong, why they lied to the FISA court to make sure it never happens again. As to future prosecutions, I would be shocked if the only person prosecuted is Klein Smith.
So they went after you. Well, let's stay there. You believe it will be more. How was James Comey escape here? He's so arrogant. He signed 3 warrants. He was warned before the first one. The subsource told him that none of this is real. They admit now there was no evidence of collusion. The media mob lied. Mueller's team lied. They never should have had Mueller even appointed, Senator. They dragged the country through hell.
Right. So I made an invitation to Comey, McCabe, and Strzok to come before the committee. They will be respectfully treated to answer questions about the Horowitz report. None of them have testified since Horowitz issued his report. I'm working with their lawyers to try to get them into the committee so we can ask questions and let them give answers to the questions we've been asking on this show. They may have good answers, but they need to be asked the question.
Okay, so where are we with this, and what about these new developments? Because I think they owe us answers, that they all made password errors, so now we're just going to erase the phone completely and wipe it clean? You mean like with a cloth? That kind of clean? Bleach bit clean? Hammer clean?
We cannot live in a country where this is tolerated. Trump, Russia, look how much money they spent, how many agents were involved investigating all things Trump and Russia, how many subpoenas issued, how many lives turned upside down. The question for me, was there a double standard here? It's pretty obvious to me there was, but stay tuned, Sean. You think you're mad about the phones being wiped? Stay tuned. We'll talk in about 10 or 12 days, and we'll see if there's something else you could get mad about. Just stay tuned.
I hate when you're basically telling me you know something I don't know. I hate that. By the way, congrats on your campaign. You're doing well against, let's see, Barbara Streisand and Rosie. And by the way, people can get all this information on your website?
Yeah, LindseyGraham.com. My opponent's going to raise $75 million from every liberal in the country trying to defeat me. $5 or $10 goes a long way. We need to keep this seat.
Well, I was talking more about the information about the Mueller investigation, but that's okay. It's all good. Thank you, Senator.
Well, that's
good.
coming too.
Well, you're right. We need South Carolina not to be impacted
by Hollywood. If I lose, you'll never
and
hear
Barbara
about
Streisand. Yeah, no thank you.
Can I just end this? If the Republicans lose the Senate, you'll never hear about this crap again.
That's true. We need the truth.